Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and today we are going to fly the Airbus A319 once again, and it is not just any A319, but it is the livery from Hughes by Horizon featuring the Electronic Instrument System 1 mod for the aircraft. So we are flying it with the old displays today with the good old CRTs. Let's go ahead and board our aircraft and we are going to have a look at it. So here's what it looks like. They did some beautiful modifications to tailor the cockpit to the Lufthansa cockpit. We've got a little bit of Lufthansa chocolate here. We do have the good old CRT screens. And something Lufthansa special, we've got our rotation info print out in here, which is quite neat, isn't it? Of course, this is something generic over here, but this is exactly what it would look like in a Lufthansa cockpit. So I really do appreciate that. Very well done job. That's a really beautiful looking livery, and I can't wait to take this one flying. Alright, for now though, let's go ahead and power it up. This is just going to be a very short sector over here, from Frankfurt over to Düsseldorf, in order to show the aircraft off. Rest assured, I do absolutely love it. Okay, while the aircraft's powering up, let's go ahead and start turning on a couple of the lights here. It's pretty dark over here because we've got some really strong showers going through, but okay, so that's about what we can do over here. Let's go ahead and have a look into the flight plan down here. We are gonna import our SimBrief plan. Yeah, dismiss that please. What is it right now? 1530. I'm gonna make it 1755 then. Oh sorry, 1555. That is looking good. Okay, update that. 26 minutes till off block. That is looking good if you ask me. Okay, unfortunately still no weather briefing in here, but rest assured weather in Düsseldorf is rather similar to what it is over here, but overall good operational conditions. So it's just a little bit rainy, but nothing to worry about. So in terms of fuel, I don't expect any delays, so we can make that 3,700 kilograms and we will be more than good to go with that. Now imagine that, you're going off block with 3,700 kilos. Feels like flying a CRJ, not like an A319, does it? Okay, 3,700. Apply, load, 129 passengers using GSX, and off we go please. Alright, if we're on it already, we can also finish up the rest of our setup. So synchronize. We'll take Lima 4 figures, but I don't really expect us to need it. And that's our takeoff calculation. And last but not least, we can also do our charts already. Then the EFB is set all ready to go. So we should literally only the parking stand east that covers everything. And then the departure chart, maroon, 3 whiskey departure is the standard that we would expect over here. In the real world, at least, we'll have to check what they're going to do in VATSIM. But we are definitely going to request this one, because this is the most realistic. And tell you what, it's so dark in here, I am going to use the night version of the chart. This looks really amazing out here, doesn't it? Look at those clouds, man. Really bad weather over here. Then you look here and it's like, oh, this is looking good. I love it. I really love it. MSFS weather. Okay though, let's go ahead and start doing a little bit of our work here. So ATSU, AOC menu, flight init, request data. And while that's in progress, here we go. Let's also go ahead and request our destination weather real quick so that you guys can see what I've been talking about earlier. And then let's see the number of load sheets we've got this time. We'll disregard that. That's our weather. As you can see, good weather over there in Düsseldorf. Cavalcade, variable 1, 12 degrees, 1015. Autumn is coming, unfortunately. As for the load sheet, Lufthansa 072, Delta Alpha India Lima Yankee, that's the one we're indeed sitting in. Zero fuel weight 54.2, 2 pilots, 3 cabin crew, and 129 passengers planned. 100% portable water, fuel 3,700, looking good. Accept. Okay, excellent. So A319 CFM engines, current database, request that performance initialization, and then we can go ahead with the rest of our flight deck setup here as we're waiting for the initialization to complete. Okay. Refueling still ongoing for now. That is alright. So, fire tests. Are looking good. Then let's get down here. So, this is one of the aircraft that have the metric standby altimeter installed. Not exactly equipment that you see every day, but definitely equipment that, I don't know, gives the aircraft a certain vibe to it, don't you think so? Okay, so let's just change that frequency here. 1215 in here is looking good. Weather radar is all set up. I just love to have features like, you know, that Lufthansa chocolate flying around in the cockpit. Or those over here, those hand vibes. This is stuff that you really find in Lufthansa cockpits. Really, really cool. I do really like that stuff. Okay. So, then, let's go into the MCDU. We're gonna be D Lufthansa 072. Cost index 30. Cruise flight level 220. So, for our departure off runway 25 center, and we go for the Maroon 3 Whiskey departure. Insert, and for Düsseldorf, most likely 23 left. And I suppose the Domux 23 transition. Okay, in terms of engine outs, I am going to be lazy today. Frankfurt 25 center / 246 / 25. I'll just insert it straight as a PBD waypoint and without the proper naming over here. That's just because I'm lazy. I wouldn't do that in the real world, of course. If we need to return immediately, Frankfurt it is. And we can come back to an ILS approach Zulu, runway 25 center at any point. Okay, we don't need any nav aids, it's completely RNAV based. Frankfurt 25 center for the progress page, and then onto the performance initialization. I'll take the data straight from the load sheet, then we don't have to worry about it later on. Okay, so 54.2. And the CG for this one is going to be 29.2. Fuel 3.7, and just as we are thinking about the fuel, the refueling is finished down here, so let's go ahead and turn on the seat belts and the fuel pumps as well. Okay, wonderful. So I'm just gonna keep those numbers over here, even though I don't like that alternate fuel. That is definitely not realistic. The rest of it we can leave, but as you can see we need 1000 kilos to get to the alternate. And this one suggests 300, so let's correct that. And I don't really bother with the extra fuel down here. On the ground that is never really accurate in Airbus aircraft. Okay, flaps 1. Flex temperature 68 and the speed's 394953. Right, reduction in acceleration looking good, engine out acceleration as well, clean speed 201, well, speed restriction is 200 technically speaking, but that one notch shall not really play a role, shall it? Okay, so quick check of the routing in here. So Delta Fox 999 max 200. Then we've got 998, 6090, 200. Then 996, 200, 2670. Which we have down here. 995, 3470. And 230 knots. Which we have. 994, 230, 5600. We have that. And then 992, 6000. Liscu Tabum Lixi Lorpa Maroon. And we have all of that. Okay, wonderful. So, initial climb clearance is going to be up to flight level 70, which is in. And that's it. Okay, before we start the briefing, let's go ahead and request our PDC. ATC request, pre-departure clearance. So, gate number Victor 113, I do believe. Yep, most definitely. Go to Frankfurt A319 and the ATIS ID. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. Still too bad that we can't request the ATIS on the FMC, because that would be a little bit nicer there. Okay, Frankfurt information, India. Okay. Request Maroon 3 Whiskey. I'm gonna put that in the top line, otherwise they miss it. And Gute. Okay, and send. So that stuff is out of the way. What is our boarding doing? Are they done already? That would have been quick. Yes, they are. Perfect, just loading the last bit of cargo, so let's say hello to our guests. Liebe Gäste, einen wunderschönen guten Abend aus dem Cockpit. Hier spricht Ihr Kapitän. Mein Name ist Emanuel. Im Namen der Lufthansa herzlich willkommen an Bord von Flug 72 nach Düsseldorf. Die Flugzeit heute circa 30 Minuten in einer Reiseflughöhe von 22.000 Fuß. Wir bedanken uns herzlich, dass Sie heute unsere Gäste waren, wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Aufenthalt. Lehnen Sie sich zurück und genießen Sie den Flug mit uns. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emanuel. In the name of Lufthansa, welcome aboard flight 072 towards Düsseldorf. The flight time today 30 minutes at a cruising altitude of 22,000 feet. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. Now I actually have a question. We don't have a DCDU in this aircraft. Do we have any way to actually use PDC on this one? Should have thought about that earlier, huh? So that's just the standard PDC. What happens if you just go into the message record? Flight plan not held, revert to voice procedures. Huh, okay. Well, if they say so, then we are going to do so. Okay, so Frankfurt delivery should be 122035. Don't ask me how I know. Alright, let's try and get clearance. Frankfurt delivery, schönen guten Abend. Lufthansa 072, information India, request clearance to Düsseldorf and the Maroon 3 Whiskey departure.
072, Frankfurt delivery, very good evening. You're clear to Düsseldorf, Maroon 3 Whiskey departure. Flight planned route, climb by asset 2 flight 070, squawk 1000.
Lufthansa 072, clear to Düsseldorf, Maroon 3 Whiskey departure, flight planned route, climb by asset flight 70, squawk 1000. Lufthansa 072, clear to Düsseldorf, Maroon 3 Whiskey departure, flight planned route, climb flight level 70, squawk 1000.
For 072, yeah, that was copied. That was correct.
Danke, and we'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay. I wanted to avoid him asking for our TOBT as they sometimes do over here, that's why I told him straight away. Okay, so that good stuff is now done. Let's go ahead and commence our APU start.
for 2 ready for pushback.
And then we can start our briefing, please.
0042, startup approved, hold position for pushback, contact apron on 121, decimal 855.
Okay, so Frankfurt, runway 0.
Forward position for pushback, contact
Sorry,
apron
runway
121,
25,
decimal
center.
855, good evening.
Maroon Trubisky departure, climbing flight level 70, MSA 4,300 feet. Extra fuel is pretty much 0, and that is all we need. Okay, I do agree. Hotspots for the taxi is anything that's got wheels, so especially crossing that road over here after our pushback. Stop button rejected takeoff over 1,000 meters, engine outset straight at 25 miles, and we can come back to Frankfurt immediately. We are below the maximum landing weight. Nothing special or non-standard over here. Well, non-standard, our clean speed is 1 knot above our initial speed restriction. I will just retract the flaps anyway. Do you have any threats? No? Beautiful. Okay, then let's go ahead and get our ground crew to start preparing the aircraft for pushback, please. And then, cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers, removed. Fuel quantity, 3,700 kilogram balanced. Seatbelts on, ADRs. Nav, barrel rev, QNH 1015. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. Okay. So, that sounds good to me.
Good evening, Air India 9083, type A320 Neo, at gate Victor 157, request IFR to Heathrow.
Door is closed, and we are good to go.
Air India 983.
Just gotta find a free spot on the frequency then, to request our clearance, and then we should be ready any moment.
To altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 2053.
I'll turn the PA audio on for you guys, because why not? Alright, in terms of our clearance, Maroon 3 Whiskey is confirmed, flight and route, flight level 70, which is in here, and squawk 1000.
Air India 983.
Entry read back correct.
Lufthansa 072, request startup.
072, startup approved, for pushback, contact apron 121, decimal 955, bye-bye.
Startup approved, 121.955, Lufthansa 072, tschüss. Ground from flight deck? Go ahead. So please confirm all doors and hatches are closed, ground equipment is removed, and the bypass pin is installed. That's all confirmed. Roger, stand by. Frankfurt Apron, hello, Lufthansa 072, Victor 113, request pushback.
Lufthansa 072, hello, calling granted, one traffic.
Roger. Ground flight? Go. So we are waiting for some inbound aircraft first, and we'll call you back then. Default start checklist. Park and brake. Set. Takeoff speeds and thrust.
Taxi stand Victor 115 via November East.
So 139, 149, 153, flex 68. And just while we're looking at this, let's quickly check the final load sheet as well. So stop the checklist here. Oh, we didn't get one. Okay. That's the reason I couldn't check it. Alright, that's okay. Then we just take the trim value from here. So, up 0.6. That's fine, I can work on that. Okay, so let's do the before start checklist again, please. Park and brake. Set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. V1 139, VR 149, V2 153, flex 68. Windows closed, and the beacon is on. Before start checklist complete. So, I think that one's probably the inbound traffic we're waiting for. I just hope he's gonna go a little bit quicker than that. Or maybe the Tunis air over here? It could be either of the two. It did get a little bit brighter here. Let's go ahead and turn those lights down again. The worst of the shower is through, it seems. Okay. Wonderful. So, just awaiting ADC clearance then. Interestingly enough, we have a ground speed readout here of 1 knot. Well, by the way, just while we're zoomed into the display like this, have a look at the effect on the primary flight display here. That's been added by Horizon to simulate the CRT displays here. And to make them look a little bit more realistic. I do really like that. It's only a shame that we don't have the correct ECAM layout for the EIS1s, but who knows, maybe there will be a mod for that in the future as well.
Lufthansa 072, pushback approved, facing west.
Lufthansa 072, pushback approved, facing west. So, continue push, and facing west. He didn't tell us any line, so...
Lufthansa 352, you missed your stand, so...
Okay, ground flight.
Left
Go ahead.
on
Push approved, face west, park and brake released.
Then left again on Lima and...
Roger, start in the push, and stand by for engine start.
My apologies. Turn left on November 1, Lima again, and stand 116. Victor 116, Lufthansa 352.
Correct.
Okay. So, it's...
61, ready for taxi.
I really think there should be an option for the slides to be armed and the safety demo to commence after the doors are cleared and not only when the pushback is commenced. Because this will probably give us some delay as we reach the holding point now.
Delta FX, clear holding short of Romeo.
Okay, ground flight. So we're ready for engine start. Sequence will be 2 then 1 and we are beginning with engine number 2.
For Delta FX,
Engine 2 start. Such a strange feeling to have these CRT screens in the front over here. Even though I know it's just a visual mod that they've done, it's still... It makes it feel like a different aircraft. It throws me back some 30 years to the very early Airbus A320 family aircraft. Okay, we have a good start on 2, starting 1. Engine 1 start. So, how far are you pushing us? We need to taxi this all back. Ah, probably clear the road. That does make sense. Yep, exactly, clear the road. Perfect. Push complete, set brakes. Brake set.
Frankfurt, April, hello, Yoke 474, November 3. Hello, Yoke 474, November 3, hold short of November. Holding short of November.
2 good starts, please prepare the aircraft for taxi, see you on the left side with a pin, and have a good day. Bye now!
Yoke 474, expect stand Victor 125, copy behind outbound 777. Expecting Victor 125, stand by. Fenix, Yoke 4.
Okay, they're removing the equipment now. So we took intersection Lima 4 figures, we're standing up here at Victor 113, so it's going to be taxi via November 1, hold short Lima, and then we'll call the tower. That would be standard Frankfurt procedure. Okay then, there he is. He's holding a pin after start checklist.
Thank you very much for the service.
Anti-ice, off, ECAM status, check, pitch trim. Where are we at? 27, 28%. Rudder trim, neutral, after start checklist complete. It's a very short taxi, so let's go ahead to do the flight control check now already. Full up, full down, neutral. Full left, full right, neutral. Rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Lufthansa 072, request taxi.
Lufthansa 072, taxi via November and November 1, hold short of Lima.
November 1, hold short Lima, Lufthansa 072. So that's as briefed. Straight ahead, left hand turn, hold short of Lima. Brake check. Pressure 0.
Gute Lufthansa 5 Kilo, Yankee, hold short November 4. Gute Lufthansa 5 Kilo, Yankee, taxi 2 Lima, short of Lima 3.
So next to the left then. So they seem to be ready with the cabin demo. Yeah, cabin ready is showing already. Very good, taxi checklist. Flight controls, checked. Flap setting, conf 1 plus F, radar and predictive wind shear, on and auto, engine start selector, non, ecam memo, takeoff no blue, taxi checklist complete. Yeah, thanks, I know about you. Okay, November 1 over here, hold short Lima is over there. And here we have the threat of vehicles as we're crossing the road.
072, connect tower, 118.78, ciao.
118.78, Lufthansa 072, tschüss.
Frankfurt ground, Korean 946.
Korean Air 946, taxi via November, hold short, right click land.
Frankfurt Tower, hello, Lufthansa 072, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 072, Frankfurt Tower, hello, via Lima 1, line up runway 25 center.
Via Lima 1, line up runway 25 center, Lufthansa 072. That's how I like it. Used to be really busy here, and now we've just hit the sweet spot.
Oscar Kilo November.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure.
Frankfurt Tower, hello, wind 050 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, Oscar Kilo November, go 66.
Line up checklist.
Romeo Kilo, taxi left.
Takeoff runway 25 center, Lima 1, TCAS, TARA, PAX 1 and 2, off, line up checklist complete.
Austrian 1252, cross runway 25 center, taxi
So,
right
one
Lima,
aircraft on
Hotel
final,
November
about 3
1.
miles, but probably for the parallel runway 25 left.
Right on Lima and again
And indeed the approach area is clear.
hold short November 1 for Lufthansa 5 Kilo, Yankee, hold short.
Okay, departure frequency should be 120155. Let's pre-select that if we have a moment.
Lima 3, hold short, 25 center, 5 Kilo.
Lufthansa 863, contact apron 121.855, bye.
11855, Lufthansa.
Here we go.
Hello, Lufthansa 6 Hotel Tango.
So, we pay the full runway, we take the full runway.
Lufthansa 8 Hotel, correction 6 Hotel Tango, Frankfurt Tower, hello. Lufthansa 6 Hotel Tango, reduce the final approach speed.
Frankfurt Street 6 Hotel Tango.
Lufthansa 1252, contact apron 121.
Okay, waiting for the landing aircraft, thereafter it's gonna be our turn. Now, in these situations, some colleagues choose to leave the packs on for a bit, but you really gotta time turning the packs off rather well, because they need to be off for 20 seconds before you can apply takeoff thrust. So that's an issue that we gotta keep in mind, and that is the reason why I turned them off early enough. Now, if you look at this, it's 10 degrees outside, so nothing to worry about in terms of the cabin getting too hot. Should barely feel the effect there. Okay, there comes the landing on the parallel, then it should be our turn any moment.
Class 072, expect release in 1 minute.
Roger. Okay, looks like we gotta wait for a bit longer.
Cross runway to 5 center, taxi right on Lima, hold short of November 14.
So, that guy's probably crossing. Not 100% sure as to why they don't release us right now, but I'm pretty sure there is a reason. Maybe a VFR aircraft crossing over the field or something.
Lufthansa 6 Hotel Tango, expect late landing clearance preceding traffic, PC 12.
Ah, that's the reason we didn't have a model for that.
Lufthansa 6 Hotel Tango, wind 0.
Or maybe that guy on approach over here.
Left, clear to land.
Even though we should be independent of those, maybe a departure on runway 18 was the reason for our delays.
Oscar Kilo November Golf X-ray, taxi right, Romeo.
I think that's probably the most likely here.
Sierra, hold short of Yankee 5.
Romeo, Sierra 28, Sierra, hold short of Yankee 5, step up clear.
Lufthansa 072, wind 050 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 center, clear for takeoff.
Lufthansa 072, runway 25 center, clear for takeoff.
Okay,
takeoff.
Apron, 121.855, bye.
11855, Romeo Kilo, bye.
Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee behind departing A319, line up runway 25 center behind.
Land flag 68, SAS runway, A thrust blue. Thrust set.
Speedbird 1 ladder, wind 050 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Super very close to land, with 199.
100 knots.
Lufthansa 26 Papa Mike, taxi left Papa, instead of November 1 bar.
V1. Rotate.
Lufthansa 6 Hotel Tango, taxi left Mike Tango, hold short of takeoff.
Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. Checked.
Lufthansa 306 on frequency.
Right into the sun. Well, now I don't see anything outside, but that doesn't matter. We're flying IFR. All I gotta see is inside. Thrust climb, climb, auto thrust.
IFR 621, Frankfurt Tower, hello.
Back one on.
Hello, Lufthansa 98, Charlie, A, final 25 right, either.
Lufthansa 9 Charlie, Frankfurt Tower, hello.
Flap 0. Speed checked.
Lufthansa 306, wind 50 degrees, 3 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 0, correction, Lufthansa 072, identified, contact liner beta 120, decimal 155, bye.
120, decimal 155, Lufthansa 072, tschüss. Langrada, hallo, Lufthansa 072, 3800, climbing level 70.
072, lang and hello, climb sit level 130.
Climb by set level 130, Lufthansa 072. Okay, 13000 blue. Set standard. Standard, cross check, passing flight level 57 now. Checked. So, at this rate of climb, hopefully we get a right-hand turn any moment now. What's the temperature? 3 degrees. Engine anti-ice on. As it just started raining outside.
072, direct RPEC.
Lufthansa 072, direct RPEC. Okay, that is gonna be 124,730, Lufthansa 072, danke, tschüss.
Lufthansa 227, descent level 9, after 1.
Okay, first things first, direct to RPEC.
Lufthansa 227, you can
Here we go.
250 or later.
And 124,730.
Minute exactly.
Right, descent 2400 feet, exactly 1.5 miles.
Langrada, hallo, Lufthansa 072, flight level 901, climbing 130, inbound RPEC.
Lufthansa 072, identified, hello, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220, Lufthansa 072.
Lufthansa 8 Lima Echo, for higher contact maintain 133.
Flight level 220, blue.
Lufthansa 8 Lima
Right,
Echo,
passing
for higher,
10,000.
133.565.
Keep the passengers seated for the moment.
Lufthansa 3 November Papa, climb flight level 240 final.
Okay, clear and copy.
Contact 120805. 120805, taxi start tonight. Chevron 4 Echo Kilo, contact 125, decimal 2. 125, decimal 2, Chevron 4.
And here we go.
Speed 4 Mike Bravo, Honeycomb 128. 22 feedback from my apologies.
Langdon radar, hello, this is Condor 878, flight level
Something that I really like is that those displays, or that the old EIS1 displays were really rather dark displays, and it seems that the Horizon mod actually includes parts of that, so they do seem a lot darker to me in here than the standard Fenix LCD screens did. I really do like that. It's a pretty cool feature. Okay then, 80 miles till our top of descent, and I wouldn't be surprised if I actually have to start descending a bit earlier, so autopilot 1, engine anti-ice off, and release our passengers. Alright, so let's have a quick look into the arrival aiders. Okay, Düsseldorf, Artis, information, echo, expect vectors ILS approach 23 left, wind variable 1, Carvok, QNH 1015, perfect. So, 23 left is in here, we have the Domox transition, we'll track that in a few moments. And I think we can definitely expect some shortcuts here, so let's just change Domox from flight level 140 to flight level 100. And that looks a little bit more realistic to me. They are going to cut us in quite well, I'm fairly sure of that. Okay. So, Düsseldorf. Arrival. Domox 2-3 RNAV transition. Even though I'm fairly sure we're not even going to fly it, but they might still clear us on it, so just have it in the FMS, because why not? And the parking stands and the airport. So, it's fairly bright up here. We can definitely use the day mode again. So, via Domox onto the downwind till Delta Lima 405. So, Domox level 100 modified, onto the downwind 405, 220 knots in there, 406, and then we have the downwind leg, again 220 knots, and that is once again exactly what we need. Okay, approaching. Speed, vertical speed. Alright, I'm going to edit the final leg slightly here. We'll include Delta Lima 455 in the flight plan, because that is a point that they do give rather often. Okay, and here we go. So, vertical speed 1000, and we have 1000 to go. Going on to the final from here, Metmar 3000, 3-degree glide, minimum 338, missed approach straight at 2.6, right turn 309, inbound Lima till radio 009 from Mönchengladbach, then right hand turn to Bottrop. And if we check all of that in the FMS, Metmar 3000, 3 degrees, Düsseldorf 3, 304, Mönchengladbach, radio 9, and then 060 and then Bottrop, climbing 4000 is exactly what we need. Okay, for our setup then, Düsseldorf is auto-tuned, so we'll insert LNA and Bravo Oscar Tango. Hold star. Mach. Hold cruise. Perfect, so Düsseldorf 23 left into here, and then for our performance, descent data is looking good, 1015, the wind was calm, and the temperature
my aircraft is down
12 degrees.
but turn off heading 070
So 338, the minimum, and the landing config will be 3. Auto brakes low, flaps 3, and that's this one. So, single engine, go around altitude 2400, that is the MSA, 6 minutes extra time. I told you we have sufficient fuel, did I? Okay, and that's it. Beautiful, so are you ready for the approach briefing? Absolutely. So MSA 2800 in the approach sector. We have the Domux 23 transition for an ILS approach runway 23 left, minimums 338. We're on trajectory straight at almost 3 miles, right and turn out, climbing 4,000 feet. Extra fuel 5 minutes plus the entire transition. The approach will be guided by the flight director and manual thrust, landing config 3, stop margin. Well, about some couple hundred meters, I suppose. Refresh, apply. What's the landing weight? 55. Yeah, let's calculate 56, just to be on the safe side here. 56 tons, low, 3 off. Yeah, 300. So that's 400 meters margin. Okay. Idle reverse, low auto brake, the K to the left, and we'll see where they taxi us. Hotspots. To be honest, I don't have any. Nothing special, nothing non-standard. Threats for the arrival? None. Very good. Right, that's our briefing complete.
Could you repeat frequency please for Easy 919 Mike?
Easy 91 Alpha Mike, 120.80.
So, as a gross error check for our top of descent, 22,000 feet times 3 gives us 66 nautical miles for our descent, and we have roughly 66 from the airport now, plus whatever we're gonna fly over here, so we're probably some 80 miles or so from the airport along our route now. The top of descent is 20 miles from us, so that's looking pretty good. 13565, Lufthansa 072, cheers.
Ciao, Lufthansa 3 Papa, Honeycomb, bye.
So, 135 point...
5173 Mike Juliet, contact 13565.
65. Langradar, hallo, Lufthansa 072, flight level 220 inbound APEC.
Good on, Lufthansa 072, radar contact, direct Domux.
Direct Domux, Lufthansa 072. Okay, Domux it is. Insert. And then we can request our descent straight away. Lufthansa 072, speed 280 or less, and we're requesting descent.
Good evening, contact Alpha, clear 360 direct north.
Good evening, up in 7, Mike Juliet, radar contact.
Lufthansa 072, request descent.
072, descent to flight level 15.
Descent flight level 150, Lufthansa 072.
7 Victor 19.
Okay, descent out, flight level 150 blue. Set managed speed? No, not today.
Speed to Langenräder 128.555, jumping Sub Victor Galligrü.
What on earth was that? I never heard someone say that on a radio. Okay then. I'm off the radio to do the PA. Bitte Gäste aus dem Cockpit. Hier, Kapitän, wir haben den Sinkflug begonnen und haben jetzt noch etwa 15 bis 20 Minuten zu fliegen, bis wir in Düsseldorf landen werden. Das Wetter ist schön, 12 Grad bei klarem Himmel. Wir bedanken uns herzlich, dass Sie heute Lufthansa gewählt haben, wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Aufenthalt und gegebenenfalls eine gute und sichere Weiterreise und würden uns freuen, Sie bald wieder an Bord eines unserer Flugzeuge willkommen zu heißen. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, your captain speaking again. We have started our descent towards Düsseldorf. Depending on the traffic, we are now looking at a remaining flight time between 15 to 20 minutes. The weather in Düsseldorf currently clear skies at a temperature of 12 degrees centigrade. Would like to thank you very much for choosing Lufthansa today. Hope that you have enjoyed your flight with us, and we look forward to welcoming you again on board of a future service. Thank you very much for your information, and thank you for flying with us today. Did I just say thank you for your information? Okay. No further comment to that. Also very nice to hear. I'm not sure if you actually paid attention to it, but while we were just doing a PA to the passengers, there was actually a rescue helicopter calling in on a rescue mission. I like that. The
072 report the speed to arrival 128-555. Ciao.
128-555 with a speed Lufthansa 072. Just
Ciao.
okay, current ATIS
Left heading 070.
is hotel.
USC Alpha Charlie to right with 1 get a support to the left. Heading 200 set left to the left.
Langrada, hello, Lufthansa 072, flight level 180, descending 150, speed 280 knots or less, information hotel.
Lufthansa 072, Langrada, identified, information Golf and expect access Alice push to the left, continue press heading, descent flight level 100.
Lufthansa 072, continue present heading, descend flight level 100, vectors ILS 2 to the left, will check information Golf. Okay, thrust ILS, descent heading. So... nope, definitely hotel. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Looks like ATC doesn't know about the ATIS yet. Definitely hotel. Hotel is the next one. Alright, since we are on radar vectors now, extend center line. No, I don't like that inbound course. Let's do that again. Metma 052. That's it. Okay, full heading.
Use the speed.
Victor, you can now reduce speed to 5.
So, how high does it think we are? 5,500. I'm not quite sure I believe that. And this doesn't look too bad. Metma 36 miles, gotta be in 3,000 there. Plus a little speed reduction. Seems about fair. We need 36 miles to lose that altitude, plus a couple more track miles over here. No, I don't trust that VNAV. We're doing good. Fasten belts on. I think this is the first time in the flight that we just have a little bit of time to relax, that's it. Oh, that's what happens when you fly ultra short haul for too much. I shouldn't complain.
Victor, turn right heading 300.
Right heading 300, jumping 10 Victor.
Lufthansa 072, reduce speed 250 now.
Lufthansa 072, speed 250.
USC Alpha Charlie, contact tower 118.
Okay, speed 250.
118-305, Charlie, danke, tschüss. Ciao.
Okay, tower 18305 is next.
5 November, passing 2,900.
Doing 5 Charlie November, Langen Radar identified, turn right heading 360, climb flight level 190.
Right, 360, climbing flight level 190, Eurowings 5 Charlie November.
Such a cute aircraft, the A319. I like its proportions. I got to admit, compared to the 320 and the 321, I really think the A319 has the best proportions of all of them. It just looks right, if you know what I mean. Okay, so flight level 100 over here, then we have some 20 miles behind that. Well, we better take the speed brakes now. Let's get conservative here. The one good news about flying Airbus compared to flying Boeing 737s is that the speed brakes are actually effective. But previously we had just over 1,000 feet a minute, now we've got 2,500, so we basically doubled our rate of descent. Okay, another aircraft coming up on the TCAS over there, 10 miles ahead. He's probably the reason we're flying slow, so he will probably be turned in front of us. Well, let's see how ATC is going to solve that.
Jumping 10 Victor, reduce speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, jumping 10 Victor.
072, reduce speed 220 knots.
Speed 220, Lufthansa 072. Okay, speed 220.
Wings 50 Yankee, contact Langen 124.730. Wings 50 Yankee, Lang.
Wings 50 Yankee.
Contact Lang 124.730.
Alrighty, so
Jumping 8 Charlie Mike, right.
going rather slow now at 220, but
Right one will be the left.
he's still got one inbound over there. Then the guy in front of us.
Wing 7 Victor, turn left heading 250.
I think it does make sense.
250, jumping 10 Victor.
Okay, activate approach phase.
Master Chicago 3 kilo Yankee, request high speed.
Master 3 kilo Yankee, approved.
Approach 3 kilo Yankee.
You went to 7 Lima Romeo, contact tower 118.305, happy landing. 118.305, good night.
So, further descent would be nice now.
Wing 5 November, proceed direct.
Speed out star.
Direct Patel, Wing 5 November.
And Wing 5 November, contact Lang 135.650, happy landing in ready.
135.650.
I think he's gonna take us across the center line into the north, then make us fly back down here.
Wing 7 Victor, let me know, descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1015.
Nonetheless, further descent would be appreciated now.
Correct.
Descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1015, jumping 7 Victor.
Lufthansa 072, descend flight level 80.
Lufthansa 072, descent flight level 80. First idle open descent out, flight level 80 blue.
Jumping 10 Victor, we have the localizer now.
Jumping 10 Victor, roger, present heading cleared, let's approach 2 left.
On present heading cleared, let's approach runway 23 left, German wing 10 Victor.
Okay.
Hello, your wings 1 Golf.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
US 1 Golf, Lang radar identified, climb by SID, flight level 210.
Flying via SID, flight level 210, your wings 1 Golf.
I am a little bit undecided whether I should use the speed brake right now, because we definitely do need to get down. If he turns us straight in right now, 26 miles out, flight level 90, we do have a problem in the A319. But due to the other aircraft down there, he doesn't really seem...
072, expect intercept from the north.
Well, we thought so. Any chance for further descent, Lufthansa 072?
072, you can now descend flight level 70.
Descent level 70, Lufthansa 072. Flight level 70 blue. Yeah, I expected intercepting from the north. Nonetheless, let's get the speed brake out again, because we are still rather high on profile here. Yeah, that's the cabin ready.
So 072, turn left heading 230.
Turn left heading 230, Lufthansa 072. Okay, heading 230, and speed brakes coming back in. So, going right back into the sun, it seems.
Lufthansa 072, descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1015.
Lufthansa 072, descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1015. Flight level 35 blue, set QNH.
Turn left heading 200, clear at approach 23 left.
Lufthansa 072, left heading 200, clear to LS 23 left. Okay, so set QNH. QNH 1015 cross-check, passing 6,800 now.
3 Kilo Yankee, contact Lang 124.730, have a nice flight.
124.730, Maske Chicago 3 Kilo Yankee, danke, ciao.
Nav blue. Well, we do receive the localizer already. Oh, what's that? It just cancelled itself. Block blue. That's better. Approach checklist. Barrow ref, QNH 1015. Seatbelts on, minimum, Barrow 338. Auto brake, low, engine start selector, norm, approach checklist complete. Localizer alive. Lock star. Okay. Manual flight.
Hallo nochmal, Yoke 27 Lima Romeo, passing 1500, landing on Vitex and don't hit. 27 Lima Romeo, Langen radar identified, turn right to the 360, climb flight L190. Right 360.
So 18305 is pre-selected. Beautiful.
German 10 Victor, contact tower 118.305, happy landing in Düsseldorf.
118.305, German Wing 7 Victor, true.
Wings 9 Tango Lima, turn left heading 270.
Left 270,
So, slight bit of tailwind over here, as you can see. That's going to make the deceleration a little bit harder on the ILS. But we don't have any aircraft behind us, and the one in front is like 7 miles ahead. So that shouldn't be a problem. Glide slope alive. Approach armed. Cat 1, glide slope blue.
Und danke nochmal fürs Vorbeikommen schon mal.
Okay. Manage
Gerne,
speed.
gerne. Wir sind aber nur bis Pendular, deine sind so geklärt. Ah ne, sorry.
Lufthansa 072, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Lufthansa 072. That is what we've done anyway.
Wings 9 Tango Lima, descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1015.
I wonder why it's clearing anyone for 3,500 feet. That doesn't seem to make too much sense to me. Alt star. But well, if he wants us to do that, then so be it. Okay, flaps 1, halt, speed checked. Flaps 1. We'll intercept the glide slope with flaps 1 right at the S speed. That should normally provide us with a very good slowing capability once we actually need it. It's an A319 after all, but aircraft can be a bit itchy at times.
Lufthansa 69, Hotel Sierra Lang radar identified, Frankfurt pitch flight level 200.
Glide slope star. Go around altitude 4000 set. Glide slope. Lufthansa 072 established.
Over 072, Roger, contact tower 118.305, happy landing in Düsseldorf.
118.305, Lufthansa 072, tschüss. Düsseldorf Tower, hello, Lufthansa 072, ILS 23 left.
Lufthansa 072, Düsseldorf Tower, hello, number 2.
Yo. Flaps 2, speed check. Flaps 2.
Wings 9340, requested taxi.
You could see how the speed had a constant trend to slightly increase. For that reason I'm going flaps 2 right now in order to add a little bit of extra drag here.
Mike can hold in limit to runway 23 left, Wings 9340.
Okay, gear down.
And that's calling setting noise only, check your microphone.
And this is what I meant. The plane is just very hard to slow down on the final approach. Especially the CFM version. I found the IAEs to slow down a little bit easier. The CFMs sometimes really cause trouble. Okay, flaps 3. Speed checked.
Eurowings 34, correction, Eurowings 934.
Flaps 3. Landing checklist. Income memo. Landing no blue.
Yeah,
landing
over
checklist
to
complete.
Papa 1, Mike, Slim to Eurowings 9340.
Just getting that speed back is such a pain.
Eurowings 9 Tango Lima, Tower Dorsha, becoming number 2.
Okay, level 3,
Checked.
KLM 193, Roger, taxi turning point.
So we're in VMC, the gate is 500 feet. Even though I start getting a feeling that even reaching the 500 foot gate is gonna be pretty hard over here. So ignore the radio altimeter for that.
072, wind calm, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Runway 23 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 072. You can ignore the radio altimeter for that. The field elevation is 150 feet, so at 650 on the barometric altimeter, we gotta be stable.
German 7 Victor, give way to
Yeah, thank you.
7 joining Papa 3 from the
This one is
side.
becoming a meme eventually,
Behind,
is
taxi to Victor 46 via Mike.
Okay,
Lima 5.
650, stabilized. Just about.
Victor 46 via Mike Lima 5 and Tango, give way to the KLM, Boeing 737, passing from Papa 3, German Wing 7 Victor.
Yeah, the KLM is all, actually taking Papa 2, so you can continue taking
Land.
Victor 46.
Good.
Tracked. I'll go slightly below the glide slope intentionally here, because the glide here in Düsseldorf is just too high in the scenery. Continue. So exactly 1 dot below.
100.
And you can see we're still much too high. Disregard that.
Supposed to take Papa 2, in this case take next to that Papa 1.
20. Rebound. Time.
Yeah, next to the left of 1, okay, level 9.
And KLM 103 at Papa 1. give
Hey,
way to jumping
spoiler,
69,
reverse,
contact
normal.
to Mike on Mike, behind
Decel.
Yeah, behind, okay, level 9.
Eurowings 90340 behind next arriving
Manual
Eurowings
brakes.
20 on formal final line up runway
70 knots.
Line up runway 23 left behind the next London company traffic. Eurowings 9340.
KLM 1800, ready.
Okay, and here we are.
KLM 1800, taxi turning point runway
Fairly
23
sure we are going to
via
turn to the
Romeo
left, so I'm just
Lima
going to
7
vacate onto the left over here.
Going to the left via...
Normally parking at terminal number 1 with Lufthansa.
Eurowings 9 Tango Lima, wind calm, runway
Come
23
on,
left, clear
give
to
me a
land.
taxi instruction, otherwise I can't vacate that runway.
Lufthansa 072, taxi to gate Alpha 15 via Papa 3.
Alpha 15 via Papa 3, Lufthansa 072. That's what I meant. Okay, so next to the left and Alpha 15 is in the back over here. So GSX, gate Alpha 15. No follow me needed, handling by Düsseldorf Airport. Here we go. So into here, you still got to do the after landing flow. I am aware of that. But an aircraft that is not moving is not a good aircraft. Here we go. And APU start.
KLM 1800, was that meant to be Papa for in mind?
Pack 2 coming off, saves a little bit of
Taxi via
fuel.
Romeo Lima
After
7
landing
Mike,
checklist,
Lima
radar
2,
and predictive
going
wind
to
shear
left.
off. After landing checklist complete. So Alpha 13, Alpha 14, and over here comes Alpha 15. Lights off.
KLM 193 behind shortly departing Eurowings Airbus A320 in front, line up runway 23 left behind.
Yeah, line of await behind this.
Pretty hard to read that guidance system. Okay. Brake is on, APU is still starting, but in the final couple of percent over here. APU avail. 1 and 2. Coming through, all doors in park. Okay, and here we are. Welcome to Düsseldorf, everyone. That was a fairly short taxi in here. Only about 2.5 minutes, but that's how I like it. Okay, so the engines are going off. 20% is reached. Beacon off. So, please disarm the slides now. Here we go. Wonderful. Parking checklist. Park and brake hot shocks. Brake set. Engines off. Fuel pumps off. And the wing light is also off. Parking checklist complete. So, welcome to Düsseldorf, everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed this little trip from Frankfurt over here. I certainly do like that EIS1 aircraft. It just gives the aircraft a little bit different feeling, and I'm really happy to see that we've got the entire Lufthansa fleet now covered, including their correct configurations by Hughes by Horizon. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope that you liked this one. Leave your feedback in the comments below, and with all of that out of the way, thank you very much for watching. I'm very much looking forward to see you all again on the next one. In the meantime, like, comment and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you for watching and see you all again on the next one.